We're losing sunlight here, girl. Get it together. In today's video, we're gonna talk about, of course, my damn neighbors. And grooving. Hey y'all, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of Inside Out with Jazz. In today's video, we're gonna talk about and we're gonna delve into the difference between self-love, self-care, and self-worth. I know that those terms can get kind of confusing because there's so many different selves. You got self-confidence, self-esteem, self-love, self-worth. There's just a ton out there. And the good thing is that most of these words at their core kind of mean the same thing or are really interchangeable, but I thought it would be really cool to just make a video just explaining what I feel are what I consider to be the top 3 selves. So I think that based off of the self-love you have for yourself and the self-care that you practice towards yourself is going to ultimately define your self-worth or the worth or the value that you give yourself. So if you're interested in hearing more about this, then please keep on watching. All right, so let's get into it. What is self-love? So self-love is basically the attention, regard, and consideration you give towards your own happiness and well-being. Self-love is having compassion towards yourself. It's having unconditional love towards yourself. Really just accepting yourself for who you are as you are right here in this moment. When you practice self-love, you don't sacrifice your own needs for anyone else. You prioritize yourself essentially. You also don't settle for less than what you deserve. Self-love is taking care of your own needs, meeting your own needs, not relying on others to fulfill your own. Also viewing yourself as worthy, good, and ultimately deserving of a good life and enough happiness and joy and peace, really. A good way that I've learned to kind of gauge my own self-love for myself is to just look at my life and see if my life is in disarray, or is it having a lot of chaos or drama, or is it does my life reflect a lot of dysfunction or toxicity? Because to me, I believe that the self-love that you have for yourself is going to reflect on everything outside of you. And so for me, I think a great way to just measure like how much you are actually practicing self-love and being compassionate towards yourself is just to look at your life and look, is my life reflecting peace, love, and happiness, or is it just a complete utter hot ass mess? You know, I believe that that is a good place to start if you don't know where to begin to see if you're feeling like you're just treating yourself in the manner that you deserve to be treated, you know, because we can't expect others to be good to us unless we are good to ourselves. And I know that's cliche and we've all heard it before, but it is super, super duper facts. Okay? And I learned that the hard way, of course, because I'm a Taurus and I'm stubborn and I have to learn everything the hard way. Well, at least that's how I was before I had my Saturn return. Ooh. Comment below if you know what a Saturn return is. Come on, man. I know I can't be the only one out here like geeking and nerdy over astrology. Don't leave me by myself. Leave a comment below if you would. I think another great way to gauge where you are in terms of the self-love that you practice towards yourself is to take a reflection on your mindset. Do you have a positive mindset? How do you speak towards yourself in your own mind? One of my greatest idols, or someone that has influenced me so heavily, especially along this spiritual and healing journey that I have been on and am still on, because I've learned that working on yourself, it just doesn't stop. But the point is, one woman that has influenced my spiritual journey and healing journey so much is the great Iyanla Vanzant. I find her so absolutely incredible and powerful and intelligent and moving, and she is a force to be reckoned with. And her story is so beautiful. I mean, she's got it all. She's been through the grit, through the grime. I mean, her testimony is I think one that many of us can probably at some point relate to. I mean, we may not be able to relate to every single thing that she's gone through, but she's gone through so much that she can reach so many people. And she's just, I find her to be really inspirational. And one of my favorite quotes from her is that in life, you do not experience what you want, you experience what you expect. And to me, that is so profound, because it just is a testimony to how powerful our thoughts are, and especially the thoughts that we have towards ourselves. So you can want a great life, want peace, want $1 million, want, a fancy car or this great job or a promotion or a family. But if you, at your core, inside of your mind, if you do not feel that you are truly deserving of that, you're never gonna get it. It's just one of those things that you hear and it just like changes your life forever. In life, you do not experience what you want, you experience what you expect. So make sure that, because you can fool the world, you can front to the world, but you can't fool yourself. You can't lie to yourself. You are inside, obviously you are the only person that can hear your thoughts. So make sure that they're good, make sure that they're encouraging, make sure that they're loving and forgiving and patient and understanding. Because if you don't give those things to yourself, how do you expect the world and anyone else to give it to you? It all starts with us. Everything absolutely starts with us. And the more I continue on my journey, the more I learn every single day, the more that becomes more and more apparent, that everything in life starts with us and how we treat ourselves and how we think and how we talk to ourselves. It's like, if we're not good to us, that is just going to be a reflection of our reality, for real. Okay, so bringing us back to a positive mindset, it's important for you to understand that you, as you are right now in this moment, is absolutely enough. You are capable, you are equipped, just as you are right now. You don't need to lose more weight, you don't need to change your look, you don't need and you don't need anything else. You right now, as you are completely whole and equipped and able to do anything that you truly want. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have to put the work in. That doesn't mean that it's going to come quickly to you, but you can get started as you are right here, right now. You do not have to wait for anything in your life or your circumstances to change. So really just understand that even if everything in your life feels so icky and so stressful and overwhelming and just like you can't win and God, life just won't let up, it's okay. We all feel like that. We all go through it. And at the end of the day, you are still strong enough. You are still powerful enough. And you are still great enough to get out of whatever your circumstances are. You can make the change. You can improve your life and your circumstances. You just have to believe that you are capable of it. You have to believe that your wildest, biggest dreams, the ones that you don't even share with other people, the ones that scare you to even really think about, I've been there. Just know that you are capable and you can do it. It means that you're going to have to make some hard changes. You're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices, but you can hit the ground just as you are right here, right now, and you can do it. If you don't have that love for yourself, again, nothing in your life is going to change. If you don't come from a place of love and compassion for yourself, then the world is not going to give you love and compassion in return. All right, it is what you believe. It is your thought processes. It is what you tell yourself. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Make sure that you are pumping yourself up. Make sure that you are. What's the that video that went live? Go best friend, right?
Cause my best friend she finna. Oh, go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Yes, you better fuck it up.
That's how you need to be with yourself. Not to say to be arrogant. There's a difference, having confidence in yourself and believing in yourself and knowing that you are amazing as you are right now, but that you still have so much more potential to how do I say, boosting yourself up. Having confidence is not arrogant. it is just knowing that yes, as you are right now, you are fully equipped to continue along your journey and to make whatever strides and go for whatever ambitions or dreams or life that you truly want. As you are right here right now, you are capable. So you have to believe that. But having a positive mindset doesn't mean that you become closed-minded. It doesn't mean that you start like being unwilling to learn, because that's a big mistake. Capable of attaining new knowledge and new ideas, because then you basically die. Because if you don't allow your mind to grow and for your life to change as you go through your journey, you basically kind of like a vegetable. You're just like dead. And so if that's what you want, hey, kudos to you. Hey, like I said, judgment-free zone here. So if you want to be a vegetable in a stale-ass tree, go for it. But for everybody else that wants to, improve and grow and really just have a peaceful, happy life, like I'm telling you, like these things really make a difference for me. Like understanding the difference between self-love, self-care, and self-worth. I mean, it's just been so essential to my growth. So again, be aware of your mind and your thoughts and how you talk to yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. Boost yourself up. Amp yourself up every single day, and know that you are not done. Until you stop breathing, you are not done. So you're going to keep growing, you're going to keep learning, you're going to keep attaining things, and you're going to keep bossing up. All right? So you got to believe. Believe, bitch. Finally, moving on to the next one. I felt like I was talking about self-love for like, 30 minutes. But all right, now moving on to self-care. And who doesn't love self-care? Oh my God, especially if you're a girl, come on. But self-care, let me just break it down in terms of like the definition, and it's kind of obvious. Like, so self-care is the deliberate action that we take to maintain our mental health and preserving our emotional and spiritual well-being. And this can go from anywhere between, obviously, like pampering yourself, grooming yourself, long showers, meditating, getting your nails done, sipping on some wine. And I really wish I had some wine right now, but I don't. Okay, next video I'll definitely have some wine. But a big thing is self-care does not stop with just pampering ourselves or grooming ourselves. Practicing self-care also means having boundaries in your life, not allowing certain things to affect you, practicing discipline, also making sure that you're keeping your life in order. Because let's be real, like if your life is like a mess and it's chaotic and everything's in disarray, that's like not, to me, that's not a good reflection of self-love. And it's also like a lack of practicing self-care, so keep your life in order. I think that goes with it as well. Another way to practice self-care is by making sure that you are spending time with the people that you love and that make you feel good, as well as making time for the activities that make you feel good as well. As much as you are able to, you just want to make sure that you are continuously making an effort to have a lot of good energy around you, a lot of positivity around you, and basically ultimately protecting your energy, protecting your mind, your body, and your spirit, which should be everyone's priority, right? I think anybody can attest to that, really. And you let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And if you really like what you're hearing so far, I'm just going to take a moment to please ask you to like, share, and subscribe this video if you're enjoying the content so far. I would really appreciate that. Make sure that, as part of your self-care routine, that you are not just pampering yourself, but you're also looking outside of the pampering routine and making sure that you're having boundaries within your life and your relationships, that you're not allowing people to talk to you or handle you or in a way that is disrespectful or demeaning, or basically just anything other than being encouraging and uplifting. You want to make sure that you're having boundaries within your relationship as well. And just like I said, always protecting your mind, body, and spirit. Something that I really like to do in terms of practicing self-care is making sure that I do daily affirmations. And it all goes back to making sure that we have a positive, strong mindset about ourselves. I love to wake up in the morning after I meditate and just remind myself that I am a powerful manifestor, that I am deserving, that I am a money magnet, that I am love, I am kindness, I am wealth, I am compassion. Any of those, like, daily affirmations for me are just essential to my self-care routine. And if you haven't been doing that, I hope that maybe you will, because again, it makes such a big difference for me. Something you may not have known about self-care routine is that it is proven to reduce anxiety, and it does help with balancing out your mood. So again, be good to yourself. Then the last self we have is self-worth. And I wanted to leave this last for the video because I do believe that the first two, self-love and self-care, are ultimately going to define and establish the self-worth you have. And self-worth is basically the value that you give yourself as a human being. Having a sense of self-worth means that you value yourself, value your character, value who you truly are inside. Not the physical, the clothes, the makeup, all the material stuff, but truly who you are as a person deep down inside when you're alone at night. That's where self-worth comes into play. When you have a strong sense of self-worth, you truly know that you are worthy. You don't doubt it, you don't question it. It is just a concrete fact, as it should be for all of us, because we are all truly worthy at our core. If you feel like you don't have a strong sense of self-worth, I really do encourage you to go to the beginning of this video and kind of go through the steps that I mentioned, and really just take a look at your life. Really just and I know that also piggybacks off of my Healing for Beginners video. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to link down below in the bottom bar. If you haven't seen that video, please be sure to check it out. But yeah, piggybacking off of some of the things I did mention in the Healing for Beginners video, you really just want to take a deep reflection of your life. It's going to help you figure out, like, how you're treating yourself. How are you regarding yourself? Are you prioritizing yourself? Do you find yourself in a position of always giving to others, and then feeling completely depleted at the end of the day? You want to know why? It's because you are expecting other people to give to you what you should already be giving to yourself. You cannot, again, how you treat yourself is how others are going to treat you. So if you're somebody that just gives and allows people to take without demanding anything in return, then that's on you. It just goes to show that you are not practicing good self-love or self-care on yourself, or that you have it also shows that you don't have a high sense of self-worth. And you have to understand your worth and your price, with some tax on that, and make sure that you are receiving what you truly deserve. If you find yourself constantly expecting others to love you in a manner you wish you could love yourself, like, I know that's something that I struggled with, is that I would love people and give so much to people, like, just hoping and waiting for them to one day, like, love me the way that I'm showing them that I love them. And it's because I was not able to love myself. The way that I was showing everybody that I love and that I'm compassionate and that I'm so caring, I had all of that for everyone else, but not myself. And that is also what I had to take a look at myself and say, why don't I do this for myself? Why don't I prioritize myself? Why don't I practice being loving and kind and encouraging to myself? I can do it for everyone else. So I had to do some healing. I had to do some digging within myself and realize, like, why am I feeling unworthy of these things? Why am I looking for things outside of me to make me feel full and make me feel whole? Like, when I came into this world, I was by myself and I was completely whole. Like, I don't believe that I came into this world missing anything. Like, when I came into this world, I was completely whole, and that doesn't change. And it hasn't changed. And I just had to remember that. And I had to realize that I am still whole. I am still capable. I am still strong as the day I was when I took my first breath. And I will continue to be strong until I take my last. And you got to believe that too, man. Please let me know what you think of this video, and if any of this made sense to you or resonated with you, or if you feel like it was helpful at all. I really want to hear your thoughts. And again, if you like this content and you're feeling what we're talking about on this channel and you're loving the positivity, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, as I always say, be good to yourself and others. Peace.